Hello everyone, I'm Felipe Iglesias, designer and consultant, and this is Talking Design with Friends. Today we have a special guest from India. He was also a student from the Politecnico di Milano in product services and design. So today with me is Suyog. Suyog, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here and answer and discuss some stuff.
So how everything is going there? I think you're a little bit in a lockdown.
Yeah. So we also have a kind of strict lockdown. It will be almost more than 2 months in a couple of days. And I didn't think it will go that strict, as in India things are super lenient. But unlike my thinking, actually they put a really very focused lockdown. And even being in a town right now, I'm not even in a big city, but still everything is strictly closed and there are a lot of regulations which is required.
And the people is following everything, at least in Napoli?
Yes, like of course there are some people who are sometimes not following everything as per the government, but main concerns which are not getting together and not roaming around on the streets, it's really followed right now, which is also impressive to see.
I can imagine, it's the same here. So, let's start with the hard question. Where did you study design? And why?
So I studied design just like you guys in Politecnico di Milano. I did the product service system design course, and actually my bachelor's was in mechanical engineering. So after that, while doing my engineering, I was like, I'm more towards creative side because I was also doing a lot of music then. And that's when I decided to start looking for design. And closest to the mechanical engineering was product design. So I was looking for a lot of product and industrial. But then I saw this name of the course in Polyme, which was product service system design. I was like, okay, it's more broad and also has product. And that's why I just applied, just like other universities I got through in US. But I picked the Polyme because it was in Europe. So that's how it started.
Tell me something about your studies or working experience at this moment.
Studies were amazing. I finished last year. It was a great experience for me coming from a technical background and getting exposed to various practices of design. As PSSD is quite diverse, as you know, and we get to experience and explore a lot of things. It was super nice to study it in Polyme. And after that, I did not do my thesis right away because I chose to do internships in the industry for 1 year. For that, I was in Germany. I worked for Porsche Consulting, and I worked with them for 9 months. And then I also worked with Deutsche Telekom. And that experience was really good because my master thesis was done at Porsche. So I created a methodology which was bringing two things I was doing together, which was like video making and design. So I made a master thesis about how to use videos to make future scenarios. And that gave me a really nice kickstart because after the graduation, I decided to do stuff by myself and not take the job. So last 6-7 months, I'm exploring different things which I could do. Of course, now everything is kind of slowed down, but this also gives me time to think more of different ideas and execute after or start executing.
Yes, because last time we were talking, you were applying for a visa for Germany and something like that?
Yes, it's still in process. It's been like 10 months now. So I don't know when it will come.
You have to wait. You have to wait for sure.
Yeah.
I know that you told me that you are not that aware about the Indian design scene, but I want to know your take on that and what you hear. And so don't worry, it's just to make people to understand how everything is working a little bit there, because I know in India you have a deep degree on the science and technology, but I don't know how design is going there.
So I discussed with you earlier that I don't want to reflect a lot on the scene of design in India because I won't do enough justice because I really don't know many things about it, as I started design in Europe and I just came back now for a couple of months because of the pandemic. So I didn't get like a time to experience the way I got to experience in Milan or Berlin, let's say. But from my perspective, as India has a lot of design schools which are quite old and has reputation for a while, there are a lot of designers coming out, especially in terms of graphic, visual communication, product, transportation. Fashion design is a bigger industry, works completely different than world because India has a completely different fashion thing going on. At the same time, now UX UI is booming. So there are various hotspots around the country. That's what I think, because usually it's near the industry. Let's say Bangalore is considered to be one of the cities which has a lot of startups. So there are a lot of designers there, a lot of creative people in Bangalore. So that's again a hotspot. Also has a design school there called Srishti. And just like that, India has different scenes going on at the moment, depending on the culture of the city as well as the demand. So I think there is a rich design culture here, but I haven't got my hands on it. So I don't know much, though I'm these days talking to and doing interviews with a lot of designers who are working here. So it looks like the market is super big because a lot of my friends are studying abroad but coming back and working here, which is a nice thing which I'm observing a lot these days.
Yes, because now there are a lot of companies producing stuff in India. So for this reason, I was very curious. What was your take? Because now I know that in China, they are still trying to do some copycats, but they are also trying to do their own design.
So yeah, because India is the biggest consumer market if you consider China out of the picture. So because they have their in-house thing going on. So apart from that, India becomes the next target for all the Western brands as well, because there is a lot of consumer behavior and a lot of people. So also to make the solutions fit to the Indian market, now there are a lot of Indian labs, design labs coming here to understand the Indian context. Because earlier the physical products where they used to just make it and ship it, and the price and the communication was the only part. But now digital products are more towards people. So they are forcing a lot of focus towards understanding the scene and making, like, let's say Uber coming here and doing things differently. Then Airbnb has a different take on it. Spotify came. So they have various different things going on. So I think there's a lot of need in the market, as market is quite big.
In your words, what will be your contribution from your worldwide experience to the Indian market if you work there?
That's a very interesting question. I keep thinking about it because we learn a lot on the way. It's not even about like how long you have had experience, but you have so many things which you could share right now and spread around and make difference. So I keep thinking and asking that question to myself. That's why also I started to like a little bit change the strategy on my YouTube channel also to cater to what people can do right now from my knowledge. So I'm thinking a lot about different things right now. One of those would be to help individuals who want to come up with business ideas, or they have some ideas and they think they want to execute. So I want to kind of create a platform or create a medium to communicate with them and try to help them, and also helping myself to understand the scene better. So that's one take. At the same time, not on commercial side, I already started to do those creative meetups back. And now once these things like the pandemic starts to resolve, I might think about more ideas to also bring art and culture and try to explore different possibilities from our design perspective.
So I checked your channel. You have a lot of subscribers now. And I was saying that your path at the beginning was completely different of what the channel is now. At the beginning was like doing funny stuff, and now it's more centered in design. What did you change that?
Because I was curious to make videos, seeing a lot of travel bloggers, which was a thing in 2015-16. A lot of people making travel blogs. And I was like, I might as well try that. And in that process, I learned how to video edit, how to shoot, how to do basic talking and all those things. But I kept the channel to be the medium to like express myself and do different things. It was music, it was travel videos, it was events, it was mix of everything. And as I started to grow, I was also growing as a person and I was understanding a lot of things. And now I've reached a point where I was like, okay, it's been almost 3 years I'm making videos on YouTube and I've explored a lot. And now maybe it's the right time to pick one vertical and go in that direction in order to grow the channel. Because I can keep doing variety of things on the channel, but it won't grow as per the algorithm. So now I'm also focusing more on one direction now because I've experienced and explored the video as a tool. So now it's time to use it for something. So I took 3 years to just understand how it is and what I really like to do. Because sometimes you get very enthusiastic, you start some project on a video basis, and then after a couple of videos, you're like, yeah, it's not ringing that much and it's not that inspiring.
Yes.
That phase now, it's just to apply different things. And now, of course, I will start exploring in one direction or a couple of them.
So I will leave the link to the Suyog channel so you can check it. It's the funny Indian guy that now do design. So you can check it there. With everything with this pandemic, we don't know how much it will take. What are your plans after that?
Again, I'm super uncertain about a lot of things. Like, I don't even know what is my plan next week because, as I said, I didn't take a job. So I'm also exploring different possibilities and opportunities and trying to like surf on them, which is also coming my way now. Luckily, people are approaching. There are things to be done. But after pandemic will be like a lot of slow transition, as we will not have like sudden pandemic over kind of a state. It will be like gradually things opening. And I do feel we as a designers could help a lot of things in that. And there is also a need for businesses to understand how to come out of the situation, how to grow back. But I still miss the bridge between people who could help and people who need help. I miss the bridge. So I think in meanwhile, I'll try to find that bridge so I could also help other people. And that's the professional side of it. Personally, again, just like everybody, I would like to go out, take a walk, go to the beach and try to regain the sanity. So those things will happen, but I think it will happen super gradually. It won't be like, let's go with friends and chill at cafe. It won't happen that smooth. So yeah, just preparing myself as the pandemic unfolds.
Okay. Thank you for your time so much. I think it will be very appreciated by people to know what's going there, what is your vision about design, and also your vision about life, because you're a very well-connected guy about everything. So thank you for your time, and we will see you again on the next time. I hope you like it. Please leave your comments, leave your talks, and subscribe and like, and also the channel of my friend here. Thank you very much, and bye.
Thank you. Bye.